Games here with another Magic the Gathering Arena video for your viewing or listening pleasure. It's midweek Magic time, and today it is Slow Start. So Slow Start is a little modification to the game, and as you can see, here's the slowdown emblem. As long as an opponent controls no lands, lands you control enter tapped. So I guess theoretically, you could play a deck that doesn't have lands. I don't think that sounds like a good idea, but you could, and then all your opponent's lands enter tap. However, it's kind of a moot point because the next turn, whatever lands they do have, untap. The real purpose of this is just that if you go first, you enter with a tapped land. So no 1 mana hasty creatures. It basically slows things down. I always thought that this was a way for Wizards of the Coast to kind of take for a test drive, if you will, alternative kinds of ways to play Magic. So instead of, I can't remember what it's called, it's not the Paris Mulligan or something like that, but it's a British town, I think. Anyway, where you mulligan down to 6 cards in hand, but you still draw 7 cards before you do that. It used to be you just draw 6 cards and then you draw 5 cards, and whatever it was, it was. So, all the rules that have been there from the beginning, they sometimes have a chance to change. So I thought, well, maybe this is a way for them to test drive a potential rule change in how Magic is played. But that's not for today. For today, we're going to see what we can play here. So let's start this up. I haven't even started, so I'm going to choose a deck here. So it looks like it's Alchemy. So I have a couple Alchemy decks here, as you can see. And I have a bunch of decks that are not ready for Alchemy. So I guess I'll play my Alchemy Rabbits deck. I had not planned for what this would be. I think if you're designing a deck for this, and I'm not going to design a deck for this, I think you might want to consider something that can benefit from the pace of play being slowed down just a little bit. That might be helpful. So I go first. I'm going to enter with a tapped land. I've got both of my mana source colors. Looks good. Let's keep it. I will say hello to Gorkin. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to start with a Burrow Guard Mentor. 1/1. Trample. Power equal to the toughness. Power toughness equal to the number of creatures I control. So we've got some real Alchemy cards. The Recruit Instructor. So now we know that they've drafted a card from the spell book there. Okay. We can put 2 on board here with the Sanguine Evangelist, or we could do both of these. I'm actually going to do these because it gives us the same power and toughness, but it sets us up for a bigger attack with the Worn Guard after the Sanguine Evangelist comes in with a black bat token, because that powers up the Seasoned Worn Guard with a token here. Now I could have played the Valley Quest Caller first and then the Seasoned Worn Guard, which would have made a whole lot more sense, because then I would have gotten the Scry, but I was talking and not paying attention, so shit's gonna happen. Okay, so we're both going wide. We got wide mice against wide rabbits. Yeah, I can go ahead and play that. So we will start with the Worn Guard. And yeah, I'll keep Phineas. That looks good. Yep, I'll still keep Phineas. And I'll attack with those 2. I'll hold the Valley Quest Caller back, just because it could be killed. It looks like we've kind of got the board here, unless they drop a sweeper, but I would venture to guess with them going wide, that's not going to happen. So what do they have? What can they play here? A Manifold Mouse, some targeting, some Valiant triggers, some double striking. Bring it. There you go. and drafting a card from the spellbook, but you are tapped out. Okay, so 2, 5, 8, 11, and victory. Okay. Didn't even have a chance to count. They say math is for blockers, but I didn't even have the time to math for the blockers. Okay, so that is not the card. Do we get a real card? Or do we get gems? We get gems. Ah, bummer. It is Outlaws of Thunder Junction, as you can see by the insignia there. The set that I'm trying to claim for one of the achievements. Still missing some of my mythic rares. 4 of a kind there, so it would have been pretty sweet if I'd gotten one here. But alas, it was not to be. Boss Magnus, that's me, versus the game. Yeah, 2 mana, both colors. I feel like I'm good to go. Now wait a minute. I'm supposed to hate the player, right? Not the game? Yeah, so I don't hate the game. Nothing wrong with the game here. Oh, Hushwood Verge first into Valley Might Caller. So 1/1 Trampler. Whenever a frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel enters, it gets bigger. And we're gonna make it get bigger. So that would just be 2 greens. This is at least a green and a white. So do I play Phineas? Or do I play Valley Quest Caller? I'm gonna play Phineas because I'd like to attack with Phineas. We'll see how big that Sky Knight Squire gets, though. We will pop in with the Valley Might Caller. Okay. Ooh, Kutzel. That is a card that did not see a lot of action. I've always liked this card and tried to figure out how to play around it. Yeah. I'm actually going to go ahead and take it out because that is going to get bigger and more bothersome for me. So I don't have anything that I can do for 3 because this doesn't make any white, and this is only white for creatures, so I can't cast Hop to it, as you can see. And I can't cast the green side of Pollen Shield Hair. Oh, no, I can. Okay, so let's cast the Mentor. And then let's Pollen Shield Hair the Might Caller. Let's swing. Bada bada bada. Swing. Now we'll see if we can get some more land. If we got a white mana source, or if we got a forest. Get a forest or plains, I guess what I'm saying. Or maybe a brushland. Heck no, I'm not going to block. You drawing cards. Good for you. Okay. Well, let's do this. Gotta get started on some scrying, I think. We're not going to be getting into anything. It may not matter though. We'll see. You're not going to chump block one of those, are you? Don't do that, the game. Okay, you got something else going on. I know, 5 health. That is a scary number. But you gotta pump your tumblewag. Okay. You got uni. You're doing stuff here. Pump your uni or pump your wag. And don't swing with Kutzel. I know you want the card, but damn it, another Hushwood Verge. That is wackadoo. Well, we can certainly cast Phineas now. Or we can cast the Pollen Shield Hair. I think Phineas is the better play. Might Caller. Yep, because I can play the Might Caller and the Pollen Shield Hair next turn. Okay, so I think I'll just block with those. They either chump block or they double block. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil. Are you gonna double block? There you go. It is all tied up, but not really. I have 2 creatures and 16 life, and you have 0 creatures and 5 life. Ooze. Exile target card from graveyard. If it's a creature card, put +1/+1 counter and gain a life. And Innkeeper's Talent. Mighty nice. Oh yeah. That's a Frog Warrior, so it doesn't trigger Valley Quest Caller. Forest. You know what? I want to keep the forest because then I can cast my Hop to it. Yeah. Don't mind if I do. I mean, do you want to trade with Phineas? You are running out of options. And now my Hushwood Verges are powered up, I should say. Ooh, Railway Brawler. That's big. But too late. Good game, the game. Okay, let's get Mythic Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Let's get closer to finishing that set. Come on. And it is, it's a rare, but it's so rare I don't have. Festival of Embers. Yeah, that does not see a lot of play either. Okay, one more. Can we go 3 for 3 with my Alchemy Rabbits deck? By the way, the Alchemy Rabbits deck is almost the same as my standard Rabbits deck. I just have to change some of the lands that aren't available. Okay, I do not want to keep 2 plains, no forests, even if I go first. So I will keep that, but I will dump one of my plains. Oh, look at that. I got pranked. I pranked myself. I assumed that it was coming in untapped, and I got nothing. Okay, I wanna play this right so I can get the most triggers off of this thing. Even if the most efficient mana use is to play the Regal Bunnycorn. And then we will Paw Patch. In case they want to do some targeting my stuff shenanigans. But they have no instants in hand. Oh shit. It's Square Batman. I'm Square Batman. Okay, let's dump Bunnycorn. Let's swing with the whole group. I mean, Batman, if you don't do something, it's gonna be over fast. What's your sleeves? Oh. Too sexy. She's too sexy. Well, that was unfortunate. So I'll just swing and win? Well, I don't know what was going on. But that's midweek magic. So let's see what cosmetic we get here. Apocalypse Runner is a card that is not the cosmetic. The cosmetic is Silken Strength. Who cares? Okay, that is it. That is midweek magic. It is a quick one today. Remember that when you're picking a deck, the format is Alchemy. And think about what your slowdown emblem is going to do for you. Your first turn, your land is going to come into tap. So if you're looking at what you can play, 1-drops are only going to be valid on your first turn if you go second. So something to think about there. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, tuning in, subbing, subscribing, liking, commenting, doing all the YouTube things. Thanks a lot for all that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.